That's why we don't continue to jump off the ledge and take the next adventure of really excites us in the life that we really actually want to live. Well, I think we justify why we stay where we're at because we're comfortable. Because the devil you know is better than the devil you don't know. People are afraid in this day and age because financially we've pigeonholed ourselves into lifestyles. We're afraid to jump off the ledge and take the next adventure. And we've created all these bills. The debt structure. See, if people would realize that when the Federal Reserve was created, it was about creating debt systems that actually control the masses. And if you realize that the economy, 70% of our economy is fueled by consumer spending. So if you look at our systems, do you think it's set up for us to spend a lot of money?
Yes.
Always, right? So the powers that be want to keep us spending so that it growth, but it keeps driving you to a job that works more than the 40-hour work week, gets you to keep paying the mortgage, the car payment, the student loan payments, the credit card payments, all these debt instruments that we've created because they've made it so easy and so accessible that's why we don't continue to jump off the ledge and take the next adventure of really excites us in the life that we really actually want to live. So one of the practical tools that I constantly work with people is reducing their debt lines, because then you actually get control of your life and then you can guide it in the way that you really want it to be. So for an example, really practical example here is you're done paying off your car. There are these online savings accounts that you can open up as many as you want, and they pay really good interest, and you call it your car fund so that you start to become your own bank. And if you were paying $450 a month last month when you paid off your car, well, now pay it into your own savings account. So the next time you have to buy a car, because it's not if you're going to buy a next car, you're likely going to buy a next car, then you've built some money here. Most people do not do that. And I'm talking about multimillionaires that I have as clients don't do that. It's people who have high income and it's people who don't have high income. That is our system today. And you work super hard to pay the bank more interest. And that's how you lose control of actually being able to direct your life. And I think that's the biggest reason why people don't do it.
That makes total sense. We've given up our power through our finances.
Correct.
Okay. So if you talked about the CEO who grew up in a somewhat financial and stable situation.
Mm-hmm.
What other kind of patterns do you see your clients bringing into their adulthood, even after their income increases based on what they experienced growing up?
Well, whatever is hardwired into your subconscious mind, those patterns keep repeating themselves. It's kind of like, think of it as when they say when you're divorced once, it's highly likely you're going to get divorced twice as well as 3 times. Because what it is that if you don't show up differently in the second marriage like you did in the first marriage, you're going to have the same results because you're not plugging into the world differently. A lot of people would like to blame something outside of themselves, their boss, their partner, their family. But it's really, if you made different choices and conscious choices that were different, then your world around you would actually show up differently. And we don't realize that a little tweak would actually do that. And so when you're on food stamps, as an example, that hardwires into you a scarcity mentality, right? And so one of the patterns I see often with people is when they have that kind of a childhood, when they get bonuses, when they get tax returns, they go out and they blow that money so fast, or it's already spent before they ever get the money and it's sitting on credit cards for them to pay off. So I know to help them build the muscles in a different genre that I'm saying, okay, we want to get to the place where you're running and operating on a cash flow basis so that when you get that bonus, and depending on what level you are, that could be a $2,000 bonus or it could be the $1 million bonus that now in the C-suite, right? Different bonuses, but same behaviors. It doesn't matter how many zeros. I see the same behaviors across the board, depending on what your childhood was like, what the communication about money was, or no communication about money, and how there was struggle or was there abundance. People wouldn't think that children who are born with trust funds would have any challenges. The people who don't have money think that kids with trust funds wouldn't have any challenges. Theirs is even worse. They're actually so disconnected from money because they didn't work for it or build it. So they have no idea how to hold it. It's really fascinating to me to watch this patterning with people. So you become like, you either become a hoarder and you hold on to it because you think everything's going to fall apart because it did when you were a child, or you become this spend free cash flow and you just start like, when I get it, I got to get rid of it. Like, it's almost like you don't know how to hold money in abundance. So one of the exercises I actually give people is, I want you to go to the bank and I want you to get a $100 bill. And I want you to put it in your wallet and don't spend it under any circumstances whatsoever. Most people cannot do that. Benjamin Franklin on the front of a $100 bill starts like almost talking to you because you can't. It's like when it's like itchy scratchy because it's igniting something inside of you, but that's where the pattern is that's creating it. So that's why you have to just leave it there so you can feel the feelings of unrest inside of you, because that's what got stored in your system when you were a child. And those feelings just need to come up and out, and you need to feel that stuff that the little girl, little boy inside of you didn't feel when they were little, just so they could survive.
Do you want to experience free coaching based on my 25 plus years as being a financial planner and ask me any question that you want to ask me to help you get past that hurdle in your financial world? I run these free workshops every other month to start to open you up, to start to help you get to this next place. The information for my free workshop, click the link below and register, and I'll see you on the next workshop.